Adote o foco e nunca mais perca a disciplina. Estoicismo. In the rush of everyday life, maintaining focus feels like an uphill battle. Challenges arise, and distractions abound. This is where Stoicism shines. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. This principle reminds you that while you cannot control external events, you can control your responses. Imagine you're at work, surrounded by colleagues engaged in animated discussions. A notification pings your phone, drawing your gaze away from the project at hand. The urge to check it is strong. You think, what if it's urgent? But this is the moment you must pause and reflect. What is more important, your current task or the potential distraction? Think about how often you surrender your attention to fleeting notifications. Do you find yourself losing track of time on social media or letting small interruptions derail your productivity? Cultivating focus in this environment requires discipline. Picture yourself taking a deep breath, grounding yourself in the present. You push the phone aside, deciding to complete your work before engaging with that distraction. The satisfaction of finishing a task without interruption feels empowering. How do you feel when you successfully resist distractions? Does it bring a sense of accomplishment that outweighs the momentary curiosity? These small victories build your discipline over time, transforming your working habits and the quality of your output. Consider another scenario. You sit down with a book you've been wanting to read, but your mind wanders. The struggle against internal distractions can be just as challenging as external ones. Recognize how often you sacrifice meaningful pursuits for trivial ones. Can you allow yourself to be fully present? In your reading or any other interest, notice your breathing as you root yourself in this moment, bringing your attention back to the page. Each page turned with intention strengthens your resolve. Remember, the principal Stoic focus lies in recognizing and controlling your reactions to the unfolding of daily life. As you cultivate this skill, the idea of losing discipline becomes less daunting. You start seeing distractions as choices rather than necessities. Now, take a moment and think about this. In the next 24 hours, where can you practice adopting focus? Whether it's completing a task without interruptions or engaging in a hobby mindfully, choose your moment before you slip back into the usual. Distractions. Take the time to assess your commitment to this Stoic practice. Can you visualize how streamlining your focus will impact both your work and personal life? There's immense growth in the willingness to cultivate discipline. And remember, I have something important to share. Many viewers have been unsubscribed from this channel without realizing it. Please check the red button below to ensure you're still subscribed. You don't want to miss any upcoming insights on Stoicism. Also, hit that like button. It really helps me out. Lastly, comment below with the city you're watching from. I love connecting with every one of you in our community. Your involvement means a lot as we explore these ideas together. As you sit in your favorite chair, ready to delve deeper into the philosophy of Stoicism, remember that the journey of focus is also a journey within. Distractions are often external, yes, but many are born from within. Doubts, anxieties, and that nagging inner voice that questions your abilities. Take a moment to acknowledge that voice. What does it say? You're not skilled enough. Or perhaps, this task is too difficult. Epictetus reminds us, We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. What if you listened more to your strengths instead of your perceived weaknesses? Can you recognize that your thoughts shape your actions? Picture this. You're at your desk, papers scattered, and the mind's chatter grows louder. Instead of diving into the work, you get caught up in worrying about all you need to accomplish. This is when the true challenge presents itself. It's not just about external distractions. It's about how you handle the noise within. Instead of submitting to chaos, try grounding yourself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, holding it for a moment. Feel your shoulders drop as you exhale. Suddenly, the weight of unfinished tasks lessens, and the clarity sets in. The noise quiets down, making way for focus. Now, let's examine a deeper layer of how Stoicism can help. What if we look at discomfort as growth? This might be the hardest part to grasp. Discomfort, whether from a challenging project or the grit of a difficult conversation, teaches resilience. Imagine facing an uncomfortable situation head-on. You remind yourself that discomfort is temporary, but growth is lasting. How often do we hesitate because the task seems daunting? By reframing discomfort, you take the power away from fear. Are you willing to embrace that discomfort as a signal of growth? Every time you face a challenge, you build your discipline. It's like lifting weights. The heavier the load, the stronger you become. Let's consider a moment in your day when you know discomfort will arise. Will it be when speaking in a meeting or tackling a complex project? Anticipate this moment. Prepare your response to that inner voice. As a Stoic, you remind yourself, the obstacle is the way. This perspective allows you to see challenges not as barriers, but as stepping stones. Each obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen your discipline and sharpen your focus. Now take a step back. In which moments can you consciously choose to embrace discomfort instead of shying away from it? Where can you allow space for growth in your daily activities? Reflect on this thought. Just as the great Stoics understood, you have the power to determine your reaction to life's events. This is the essence of control. As you move through your day, carry this in your heart. Understand that every small step toward embracing discomfort and focusing your thoughts can lead to profound change. What will you choose to focus on next? Let that uncertainty transform into curiosity and embrace the challenges ahead. As you reflect on your journey with discomfort and focus, let's take a moment to explore how small habits can create big changes. Stoicism teaches us that even minor adjustments can build a strong foundation for a disciplined life. Think about your daily routine. How do you start your day? Do you reach for your phone first thing, scrolling through notifications? Or do you take a few moments to breathe and set intentions? These initial decisions shape your mindset for the rest of the day. Imagine waking up and taking a moment for gratitude. It could be as simple as acknowledging the warmth of your bed or the promise of a new day. This small practice is powerful. It shifts your focus from what's bothering you to what you appreciate. Gratitude grounds you, making it easier to face challenges ahead. Now, picture your day unfolding. You might feel the pull of distractions again, your phone buzzing, the noise of the outside world. This is where a Stoic approach can come into play. When faced with such distractions, pause. Ask yourself, what do I value most right now? This conscious decision helps you prioritize your time. What about your breaks? It's tempting to scroll on social media or check emails. But what if you took that time to step outside, breathe fresh air, or stretch? Changing how you take breaks can have a big impact on your productivity. These moments can recharge your mind, making you more focused when you return to your tasks. As you navigate your day, you'll likely encounter moments when you feel overwhelmed. Maybe it's a deadline approaching, or a challenging conversation looming. Here's where Stoicism offers insight. Focus on what you can control. You can't control the deadlines, but you can control how you prepare. Take small steps. Break things down into manageable tasks. Each task completed builds your confidence. Now, let's explore the power of reflection. At the end of the day, take a moment to review what went well and where you faced challenges. What did you learn about yourself? This practice of self-reflection isn't about criticizing yourself. It's about understanding your journey. Recognize your progress, no matter how small. Each day is a chance to grow. Consider the idea of community. Sharing your experiences can provide support and encouragement. Have you thought about discussing your journey with a friend or joining a group? Hearing others' stories can inspire you and create a sense of belonging. It reminds you that you're not alone in your pursuit of focus and discipline. Now, think about your goals. What do you want to achieve in the coming weeks? Set clear, actionable intentions. Write them down and revisit them regularly. This visibility keeps you accountable. It's a way to remind yourself of your commitment to growth. Let's end with a simple question. What small change will you embrace tomorrow? Will you focus on gratitude, take mindful breaks, or reflect on your day? Each small step leads to greater discipline. And remember, it's about progress, not perfection. As you prepare for the next chapter in your journey, hold on to these ideas. They will guide you as disruptions come your way. Anticipate challenges, embrace discomfort, and maintain your focus. The path of Stoicism is not just about avoiding distractions. It's about cultivating a deeper understanding of yourself and your responses. Together, we'll continue exploring these principles. Let's keep moving forward as you embrace the idea of small changes. Let's explore how surrounding yourself with the right influences can amplify your journey. Stoicism teaches us that our environment plays a significant role in how we think and act. The people we spend time with, the information we consume, and even the spaces we inhabit shape our focus and discipline. Start by considering your circle. Who do you spend the most time with? Are they supportive and inspiring, or do they often bring negativity or distraction into your life? It's important to surround yourself with people who uplift you. Think of someone who encourages you to stay focused on your goals, or who listens when you talk about your dreams. Their energy can motivate you to keep moving forward. Now, let's think about the content you consume. What do you watch, read, or listen to daily? If you fill your mind with noise or negativity, it can be hard to maintain focus. Instead, seek out materials that encourage growth and reflection. Podcasts, books, or talks that resonate with the principles of Stoicism can be excellent sources of inspiration. Consider adding a new podcast to your routine or picking up a book that challenges your thoughts. Your physical space also matters. Take a look around your workspace. Is it cluttered and chaotic? Or is it organized and inviting? A clean, tidy environment helps. Facilitate focus. Create a space that makes you feel calm and ready to work. Maybe add a plant, or choose a calming color for your background. This small act can change your mindset. As you go through your day, check in with yourself regularly. Ask, how am I feeling right now? If you sense distractions creeping in, take a moment to pause. A few deep breaths can help center you. Even just stepping outside for a minute to take in nature can help reset your mind. Imagine you're gearing up for a challenging task. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to visualize your success. Picture yourself finishing the task with clarity and confidence. This visualization can become a powerful tool, helping you focus on the positive outcome rather than the challenges ahead. Also, remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. If you finish a task or resist a distraction, give yourself a pat on the back. Acknowledging your efforts reinforces your commitment to discipline. It reminds you that every small step counts. Now let's discuss the importance of setting boundaries. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel pulled in multiple directions. Establish what you need to focus effectively. Maybe that means turning off notifications during work hours or setting specific times to check your emails. Communicate these boundaries to others. It's okay to let friends and family know when you need to concentrate. They will likely appreciate your honesty. As you navigate your environment, think about what changes you can make today. Whether it's altering your space, connecting with inspiring people, or limiting distractions, take one action that aligns with your goals. This proactive mindset will cultivate a greater sense of control over your focus. Finally, keep in mind that this journey is ongoing. Every day presents new opportunities to practice your Stoic principles. Embrace each day with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn today? In our next chapter, we'll explore how challenges can become your greatest teachers. Get ready to delve deeper into the lessons they offer and how embracing them can transform your path of focus and discipline. Together, we'll discover the strength that lies within each obstacle. Let's look forward to what's next. As we step into the next chapter of our journey, let's focus on the power of challenges as valuable teachers. It's easy to see obstacles as roadblocks. But what if we changed that perspective? What if we viewed each challenge as a chance to learn and grow? Think about a time when you faced something difficult. Maybe it was a tough project at work or a conversation that made you anxious. Initially, your instinct might have been to avoid it. But once you pushed through, what did you discover? Often, it's through these experiences that we learn the most about ourselves. Consider the metaphor of a sculptor. Every piece of marble has a statue hidden within it. The sculptor chips away at the stone, using tools to carefully reveal the beauty inside. In the same way, when we face challenges, we chip away the distractions and doubts that hold us back. Each obstacle shapes us, revealing our strength and resilience. Now picture a scenario. You're preparing for a presentation. Your heart races and doubt creeps in. You think, What if I mess up? Instead of letting fear take over, remind yourself that this is your moment to learn. Every successful person has faced their fair share of failures. It's part of the journey. Embrace the discomfort. It's a sign you're stretching yourself. As you navigate through this, ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? Is it about improving your communication skills? Perhaps it's about managing your anxiety. Each time you engage with these challenges, you build confidence. You're crafting a stronger version of yourself. But how do you keep that positive mindset when things get tough? Start by practicing self-compassion. Acknowledge that it's okay to feel nervous or unsure. Remind yourself that everyone experiences these feelings. You're not alone in this. This comfort can help ease your mind and open you up to learning. Next, let's talk about reflection. After facing a challenge, take a moment to think about what worked and what didn't. What did you do well? What can you improve? Writing down your thoughts can be a useful tool. This practice allows you to look back and see how much you've grown. Now bring this reflection into your daily life. When you finish a task, no matter how small, pause for a moment. Acknowledge your effort. Celebrate those little victories. They build up over time, reinforcing your discipline and focus. And remember, challenges aren't just to be faced in isolation. Share your experiences with others. When you talk about your struggles and victories, you create connections. Hearing someone else's story can inspire you and strengthen your resolve. So, as you go through your day, keep an eye out for obstacles. Ask yourself, how will I approach this challenge? How can I learn from it? Each decision is an opportunity to cultivate your stoic mindset. As we continue exploring this theme, think about where the next challenge may arise in your life. How will you embrace it? You're not just preparing to get through, you're preparing to grow. In our next chapter, we will dive deeper into community and how it can amplify our stoic journey. Together, we'll explore the importance of support, sharing insights, and building connections on this path. Let's get ready to uncover how working together can strengthen our focus and discipline even more. As they continued their journey into Stoicism, a sense of unity grew among them. It was as if each challenge they had faced had bound them together, like a thread weaving a tapestry. Each lesson learned echoed in their minds, fueling their determination to embrace focus and discipline more than ever before. They were ready for the final test. One sunny morning, a major work presentation loomed ahead. It would determine the direction of their careers. Anxiety was high. The stakes felt enormous. Colleagues buzzed with nervous energy, but amidst the chaos, our protagonist found clarity. They had come too far to let fear dictate their actions. Armed with their stoic principles, they gathered the team for a pep talk. Words flowed with conviction. Remember how we've handled distractions and challenges? Today is no different. Each obstacle is an opportunity. The team nodded, their faces reflecting a shared understanding. Discomfort could either paralyze them or propel them forward. As the hours ticked closer to the time of presentation, doubt crept in. The inner critic whispered, "What if you fail? What if you stumble?" But just as Epictetus would advise, they recognized this voice. Instead of believing it, they chose to listen to their strengths. "I've prepared. We've prepared," they thought, grounding themselves. When the moment arrived, The conference room felt electric. Colleagues filed in, and the atmosphere shifted as everyone settled into their seats. The presentation began, a symphony of visuals and words playing against the backdrop of their newfound focus. With every point made, they felt the strength within them growing. The initial nerves faded as they engaged with the audience, answering questions with poise and clarity. But then came the unexpected, a technical glitch. The slides froze, and an anxious murmur filled the room. A moment that could have easily become a disaster instead became a lesson in action. They smiled, acknowledging the hiccup. "Let's pivot," they said. "This is a chance to connect more, to share ideas without the slides." The audience responded positively. The challenge transformed into an opportunity for deeper engagement. After the presentation, applause erupted. Colleagues approached them, expressing their admiration. "You handled that so well, even with the unexpected," someone remarked. It was in that moment they realized the true battle had never been about the presentation itself, but about facing their fears head-on, embracing uncertainty with grace. Once the adrenaline of the day settled, a gathering was proposed. They met at a local cafe, united by shared experiences and victories. Conversations flowed over coffee. Laughter filled the air. Stories were exchanged about challenges faced during the week, lessons learned, and newfound habits cultivated. They celebrated personal goals achieved, each story reinforcing the idea that their connections had grown stronger through shared struggles. With a renewed sense of purpose, they all committed to continue this practice, making time to connect, reflect, and support one another. The commitment wasn't just to Stoicism, but to the community they were building. Reflecting on the journey, our protagonist knew they could embrace discomfort and prioritize focus together. They had strengthened not just their discipline, but their bonds, transforming the once daunting obstacles into stepping stones toward growth. As they parted ways, a sense of completion washed over them. They understood now that every chapter would bring new challenges, but together they were equipped to face whatever came next. True strength lay in their shared journey, a tapestry woven from focus, discipline, and community. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.